throw that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing, Jones. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. From way up at the 23. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get it.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Jones throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Incomplete on the throw. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Back to throw again. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 37 yards. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hall to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he stays up.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw again.
Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
26 yards.
And the Patriots extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Wilson will throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Zach Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Right after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there at 22.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They go play action here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing Jones.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Solid stiff arm.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And Ingram holds it in. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Moore, the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're touchdown Jets.
A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. And instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Pats are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get it.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Pushes past him. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On
first down, right back to Hall.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And right side, Henry's got it. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, Jones. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken way up at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Moore, the man in motion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go.
But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown. Andy Isabella, 31 yards. And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Jones on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones.
That is caught downfield by Isabella.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 70, Jets 33. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And now here is another interception.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game